So this is the Fatebinder aspect of it, I guess. Karras' Smith Mage worked day and night to create weapons. No one faulted their deductions, yet production was low. The plan that came to light proved divisive to the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus. On one hand, an additional manpower was needed for fighters, not forgers. On the other hand, the celebrated weaponry of the Karras' army needed to be fiercely guarded. Scarlet took refuge from the recent influx. Okay. You conscripted help from the local tribe of beastmen. Their strength would more than offset their disobedience. This favored protected that savages protested. Sorry. Let's have a look at this other one. Syrian Archon of the Song used her arcane charm to lure locals into joining Chorus as a patroness of the efforts were critical to the conscription of new recruits. When an enthralled, disfavored soldier joined her cult, his company feared that Archon was growing out of control and needed to be stopped. The disfavored demanded the Archon of the Song cease her recruitment practices and that they be allowed to violently subdue her cult of followers. The loss of soldiers was a significant setback to them. So this is winds up being like a war or a kind of disagreement between the I guess it's kind of which path you choose, whether there's like hostility between Scarlet Chorus and the disfavored. So this one doesn't seem like, in the Scarlet tradition, you sent the latest batch of cultists to the front lines of the Apex campaign. Those who survive were welcome to remain in Karras' military, and their performance would stand as testimony. So the other one sounds a little bit more interesting, because for some reason I like the disfavored. I'm not really sure why. I guess they got a little bit more structure than the Scarlet Chorus. Here we go. You conscripted help from the local tribe of beastmen. Their strength would more than offset their disobedience. The disfavored would protest. The disfavored protested that savages have access to secrets of the Iron, but their voices were few compared to the support of. Yeah, that's the Scarlet Chorus were overjoyed to learn of a beastman conscription and graciously lent their support to your cause. The local beastmen were subdued and yoked to iron-bearing wagons, where their boundless strength and tirelessness proved critical to the Smith mages. The disfavored grew agitated about exposing the secrets of iron to savages. You attempted to ally their concerns, but your words fell flat before a stubborn, uncomprising audience. Doesn't really seem like I picked the right option for the disfavored then. So can I go back on that, or? Man, I can't change that. Yeah, that sucks. But I guess that's what this game's all about. Like, you pick good options, you pick bad options. There is no real bad option. It's telling a story, I guess, but there's better outcomes. Tensions rose as disfavored, and soldiers rubbed elbows with mercenary hires. Now, what's this one? Pick of the armory. As the forges improved production, both armies demanded preferential treatment. Since you aided the production of weapons, commanders of both armies lobbied for additional arms. offered all manners of bribes to be next in line for the fitting session with the masters of the forge. How did you sate the lust for iron? You allow no changes to the orderly dispensation of iron, and punish those who tried to bribe you twice. You let have the iron, keeping the best tools in the hand of the elites. The Scarlet Cross saw this lie as an obvious display of preferential treatment. You gave the iron arms to the Scarlet Chorus commanders, knowing they pay very well for any killing tools. The weaponry of such acclaim was typically reserved for the highest disfavored officers, but you were open to changing traditions under the circumstances. Like, it seems more wise to kind of keep it neutral. Otherwise, I mean, like, it looks like these two factions are going to get angry and pissed at each other, so I'll just stay neutral, I guess. Using language that left nothing open to interpretation, you let both of the commanders know that bribery would not be tolerated in Kairos' military. That didn't stop either of them from seeking you out again, making promises of wealth and advancement if you showed special favor. Deciding that enough was enough, you ordered both of the commanders flogged in view of their armies, letting pain and humiliation teach them where reason had failed. Who controlled the crossing? Tragedy struck when mercenaries hired by the voice of Nerit, the fucking Nerit, known in his official capacity as the Archon of Secrets. The voice of Nerit is equal parts genius and madman. Rumors abound that he can steal the minds of others, though few, if any, are alive to confirm as much. The subject of his interrogation are never heard from again, and the Archon is able to recall the memories of his victims with startling accuracy. Let's start again. Mercenary hired by the injured a forge-bound artisan, leaving him unable to practice his craft. Tyranny ordered the mercenaries to leave the city in the hands of Kairos' more responsible servants. Only a token garrison could be left behind while the armies returned to the front. As the disfavored and the Scarlet Hold showed increasing tensions and hostilities towards each other, Tyranny decreed it best that only one force control the crossing. So I gotta pick which one. You granted control to the disfavored. I'm going to give it to the Scarlet Chorus, because I gave preferential treatment to disfavored earlier, and I think since the disfavored are like elite, I'd rather use them elsewhere. Who controlled the crossing? Scarlet Chorus flooded Lethian's crossing with over-eager and under-disciplined recruits. In the first few days of occupation, settlers suffered under rampant theft, murder, rape, and arson. By the following week, the horsemen who sowed chaos for personal gain were dead. The horsemen who sowed chaos for personal gain were dead, strung up by the more disciplined half that took up the reins as the self-appointed bosses of... Cool. So it's like anarchy. Anarchy ruled. The Forge Bound continued to mint iron weapons and armor, which Kairos' merchants carted to the disfavored garrisons elsewhere in the tiers. Shipment were light or sometimes absent. The Scarlet Chorus quartermaster claimed ignorance of the matter. I wonder if there would have been more positivity if I gave it to the disfavored. Probably not. prequel is really quite large. With the mercenaries expelled from Lathian's crossing under new leadership, Karas's forces congratulated themselves on bringing order to the settlement and guaranteed a production of flow and resources. Over the course of the diversion, the army front advanced further into the tiers. Your skills were needed in the realm of Azure, Stalwart, or the Vellum Citadel. So, you're not really giving me much, you know. If I highlight it, dispatch the Kairos dispatched the Archon Stone to subjugate the nation of Azura. Kairos' conquering gaze fell upon the Vellum Citadel, its treasures, its knowledge, its secrets. That seems interesting. Stalwart. With its easily defended position and rich military traditions, the realm of Stalwart was the most formidable realm in the... Let's do the Vellum Citadel, because I am a mage after all. Year 3 of Kairos' conquest, did it say? I don't know, I missed it. The Vellum Citadel was an archive and library of massive scale. Its inhabitants were known as the School of Ink and Quell, a circle of mages that centuries ago carved out their own mountainous refuge on lands unsettled by other major realms. Legend said that the Citadel housed a treasure trove of arcane knowledge. The Overlord spies infiltrated the school and confirmed as much. The time was ripe to send a detachment to the great library fortress and force the scholars to yield to Kairos. Okay. Peaceful surrender turned bloody. Chain of command. Song of ensnarement. Siren song ensnared some stealthy sages. What the hell? A detachment of Kairos' army marched on the Vellum Citadel expecting an orderly surrender. As they neared the main gate, a blast of arcane energy struck the commanders dead. Suddenly, the highest ranking officer alive, Kairos' force, looked to you for the next step. The call weighed on your mind, as it had an immediate influence on their soldiers' losses. Order the Scarlet Chorus to attack. Order the Disfavor to attack. Siren, the Archon of Siren, used her powers to enthrall enemy mages who crept beyond the Citadel walls. After Kairos' forces rounded up the arcane practitioners, the Disfavored began executing the new captors before they could share dangerous knowledge, a crime under Kairos' law with the muzzle the mages. You claim that you calmed the Disfavored with a compromise. The sage's mouth would be bound with iron bridles, preventing them from speaking the forbidden knowledge. You punish the Disfavored for executing the mages bound to the Scarlet Chorus, ordering that several Disfavored soldiers be given to the Archon Song as her personal bodyguards. This one was better, wasn't it? I don't really like the Scarlet Chorus song, I'm just send them in. The Disfavored are the elites, so the Scarlet Chorus are like cannon fodder, kind of. Accidentally double clicked. Dispute over contraband parchments turned violent. Intercepted intelligence resulted in a lost Disfavored patrol.